Alright, for anybody who watches this later, just fast forward to when I start playing, because I'm setting up the stream now in an unlisted video. But people who watch this live don't have to see all this crap. Not that there really is going to be anybody here on Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving. I have lived long enough to finally say, who gives a fuck about Thanksgiving right now? And it's really true. It really shouldn't be important. It really is not. It's really not. Unless you're part of the people that are super happy right now. And then I don't care about your happiness. You're a piece of shit. And you deserve to get everything bad that happens to you. That's right. What a vicious way to start a stream. Yeah, but I'm not thankful for shit, so. I'm thankful for my friends. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to switch over to public. Publish. You're on YouTube. Copy the link. Send it to my friends. And then they can either watch now or later. But we are on Virga Island. And we're going to be entering the Dragon Temple. Things are moving fast. We're on this island where the barbarians, quote unquote, are here. And we cannot fast travel out to do any of the things that I want to do. Which would namely be go here to the Colosseum. There's several requests that we can't do right now. Can't do this. Can't do this. That's a bummer, man. But we also need to start fighting Katarina and leveling her up. We're way behind on some of these things. But these are the choices you make in this game. Because of the choices I've made, I'm high level in 4 of the wisdoms, or what do they call them? The royal virtues. We're close to leveling up our tolerance and our courage. Wisdom, imagination are past 3, but barely. And eloquence is coming up the rear, nearing level 3. But these are the choices we made, plus we've got a lot of our characters are already like super as ranked as they can go with the current state of things. But this right here, these guys are new. This right here is we can't really do anything about this. We can't really do any, well, we could have done something about this, but we chose not to. I look at her stuff though, like it's mostly, like this is cool. Displays the location of items in an unexplored area, but I explore pretty thoroughly, so it's not that important. Reduces prices at each city's general store. That's okay. We've got a ton of money. You know what I mean? Display the locations of treasures. Yeah, that's another thing we don't really. And this, she'll support the party in certain dungeons. Okay, cool. Kind of don't need her. Getting that, though, would be the big thing, martial artist. So, we'll see how it goes. And we've still got 3 other people that we have not met. So now we gotta prepare, which means we'll probably be spending some money in this place.
All right then.
Let's go.
What is going on? Oh, okay. Time to ride our sword. I'm not sure how long it takes to get the trophy for
What's going on?
riding this thing for a really long time, but that looks like a badger dog.
All right then.
Okay, that's the way to the town.
What's going on?
Look like there's really anybody else to talk to. I think I'm just making excuses to ride the sword.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Well now, what are we on about?
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Well now, what are we on about?
Hey! Oh.
I don't even see our face. I hear a voice from somewhere.
Thou.
Oh.
'Tis in thy hands now.
What? Oh, they gave us Mac. Oh, maybe we should be talking to that guy.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Be right back. To anybody who watches, I'll be right back.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa. 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 Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Alright. If you hear me eating, it's because I'm eating my breakfast and drinking my coffee while I do this, but hey, for your guys' sake.
That's terribly unfair.
It was all in vain.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Thanks.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
I just call it, thank God I don't have to work today.
Excuse me?
Other than that, you know, everybody tries to tell, you know, it's just what you do, right?
Leave it out, mate.
I just tell everybody, have a nice day. Like, I hope you enjoy whatever time off you get from your job. Otherwise, you know, it's like,
Leave it out,
it's all
mate.
bullshit. What do we have to be thankful for? Other than, I mean, I actually take you for example, man. Like, man,
Well,
your
isn't this
health,
a dilemma?
you're one of those people that I just think you're doing so good despite everything. So I'm thankful for the fact that the people that are in my life that are going through things just keep at it. I'm very actually I probably I think I owe you this, is that I'm proud of you. I know that that's not necessary or even anything you necessarily want, but I'm proud of you. Everything that from when we first met to now, and you're still doing it, I got to give it up to you. Especially down there all the way in buttfuck Texas.
What's up? Guess there's nothing to be done about it.
If it makes you feel better. No, it doesn't. I mean, having a stroke. Well, I mean, you know, it could have been probably,
What's up?
you know, you could have easily gone back to the way things used to be, you know? It's hard to do things on your own. It's hard to figure all that shit out. And I think it's going to get harder and harder for each generation unless
What's up?
basically it really feels like, okay, I feel like we've already been going backwards in some ways. Because people used to be, just until recently, you know, people used to be able to be way more independent. Back in the old fucking days, and I'm talking, like, you know, 100 years ago, more than 100 years ago, probably. You know, people, whole families just stayed together, you know? But it was more like being trapped because you had to, because everybody was so fucking dirt poor. And here we are with all this technology around us, and people are already having to pile back in together. Trapped again. And so for as long as you can, like, keep going, like, it means that you're, you know, and it's just going to get harder. So it's like everybody trying to be able to figure out how to keep going despite the problems that are going to keep rising for us. If we can keep, as long as some of us can keep figuring out ways to keep our heads above the water, even though that's just a terrible way to live, to just constantly being like doggy, like, I'm not going to even say doggy paddle. I'm saying like we're all like at the top of the water in the middle of the ocean, just barely keeping our hands going just enough to keep us from falling under the water, you know, going under. And right now it's like there's a big part of me that's like, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know.
What'll I do?
Yeah, right? Does your mother have a house? And if so, does she own it? She rents? Okay. Well then, But even like, there's a friend of mine that I thought he owned his house, and he doesn't.
What's up?
And I was shocked by it, and I shouldn't be, because it's just so hard.
Leave it out, mate.
The thing is like prices always go up on things because of capitalism. It's the rampant greed right now, right? The unchecked rampant greed. I mean, it's okay. It's always been unchecked rampant greed. It just keeps getting the level of greed keeps increasing, and when we all should be able to afford this, even if we just had enough to maintain like what we've been able to maintain until about the last like 14, 15 years or so, when everybody, most people could afford an apartment, or a good apartment with a roommate or two, you know what I mean, like, or whatever. Like, if I had been out back on my own, I really wish, it's one of the things I think about, is like, I wish that I had been more, I could have gotten my shit together earlier, because then at least that I had been out on my own and been able to figure out and afford things better. And now it's like, how do you afford anything by yourself? There's all these people just struggling. I don't know how they pay for anything.
Hello.
Like, and at what point are people gonna have to say, well, I can't get the new phone, well, I can't get the new PlayStation, well, I can't, Holy shit, 30,000? Spirit dust restores. We have 0, and that's a lot. Frostbite. Sulfurous salt. Anxiety. Oh shit. I'm getting 15 of those. Oh, that's expensive. It's worth it. We got the money. Yeah, it's nanas. So what do you have the day off? Do you actually have a day off? Hey, it's like a 2-in-1 store.
What have we got here?
Well, that's great. What are you doing for it? I mean, here's the thing. This is what I ask, because other people actually do things. I was invited to go somewhere, but I'm not feeling like being around other people. I mean, I need to decompress from work because of being around people. And right now with the climate that we're in, like, I don't know who the people are that I'm going over there if I go over there for Thanksgiving. I don't know what their shit is. I'm certainly not gonna risk it. That's where I'm at. You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's at. Where it's like where you don't even want to, like, fire snake. Increases fire attack, increases that attack. Increases. She may suck better cooking his bomb, kind of a trade-off. So yeah, that's the thing that I just I can't get over with everybody is, and this is like, I guess it's just missing in me because of what my life has been, is like not being able to like understand, wow, we're gonna spend a lot of money. I don't know if I need those. Let's get stuff for them. Except it's, I guess we might need it for plants. You know what? I don't feel like buying anything. I'm being a cheapskate. But yeah, I you know, it's like, especially where I'm at, I'm not risking going over to somebody's house where it could be a bunch of MAGA motherfuckers, and it kind of, I don't know. I'm supporting that whole thing where everybody's just like, what do you mean why can't we can still disagree and be friends? It's like, Steve Shives on YouTube that I follow put it best. It's like, yeah, you know, like we can disagree about sports teams. We can disagree about bad movies. We can disagree about all kinds of regular ass normal things. But what we can't disagree about is selling out the rights of a whole bunch of people, all the different negatives that are coming, and then go, no, sorry, but those are the deal breakers, man. When you're actually, the way you think breaks society, no, man, we can't be friends. We're not gonna sit and have like fucking dinner with you. Alright, this one makes sense. Okay, let's see what our stats are. Found the migraine you got diagnosed with. It's called hemiplegic migraine. 1 in 10,000 people. Because it's so rare. Of course, you got it. Well, yeah, at least you got meds.
What now?
I wish they let me, okay, look at my, we need to go to party. Our equipment. Full mine rod. 242. $200, $170. Shell vest. 208. But we're not trying to lose evasion. I don't care about defense. Evasion's more important. Like, but not so important that it, like, you're trying to find the things to balance out. So 220. We're at 208. Alright, 208, 242, 208. One of the meds gave me a monster panic attack, and the doctors gave me an oops, my bad. Yeah, it's part of the problem with medication, though, right? Is that they gotta figure out I mean, hell, man. I know I gotta get. We're not giving her no 200 and... I'm probably not going to use her anyway. Okay, shit, man, we're gonna get 4 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, understood.
Oh man, I mean that's got to be terrifying though. If you think you're having a stroke. Increases evasion, but I don't like the. Yeah, this a lot of this stuff is just specific, and I'd rather have a buff than like a resistance to something.
Hello there.
That's not it.
Stop!
Don't be suspicious.
All right then.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful it wasn't a stroke. Yeah. Our gallows humor.
We are witness to the wrath of
Leave me alone, will you?
What's it now?
Oh. Yes.
What do you want to do?
Well, isn't that something?
Leave me alone, will you?
Leave it out, mate.
Hey, mister. Oh, it's you. Hey, mister.
Oh, I can't shop there because my wisdom's not high enough. What the
What'll it be?
fuck? Geld dust. Might as well.
Hey, mister. Hey, mister.
Ugh. Hey, Besta.
What's up?
I wish you all the luck in the world. Enjoy some grub with some almost I don't know. Just enjoy yourself. I'm such a snarky asshole.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm on my best behavior about this whole holiday thing, so I'm trying here. But just enjoy yourself no matter what. Get some food out of all this bullshit.
We are witness to the wrath of the god.
It was all in vain. It was all in vain.
Wait,
Alright,
do they have a...
Where to?
Do Macarena, do Macarena.
Alright then.
Do Macarena, Macarena. Sorry, they've been playing at work, so it's kind of... Yeah, we're buying all 7. They only let us buy 3? Oh, we have 7. Okay. Do 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 do. You know, now I hear that song and I'm kind of like fine with it. I can't believe I can't believe I'm fine with the Macarena after all these years. It's because I don't have to hear it every day, but I do kind of hear it just about every day, like once every day. So I don't know. I guess it probably just reminds me of simpler times, like bitching about the Macarena was you know, like those were the days when one of my problems that was allowed to exist was my problem with the Macarena. Simpler times.
Welcome.
Monster bone, huh? White peach turnip. Oh, we need those. Can I talk to that bird or run it over?
If I may.
Hey, how's it going, EB? Just enjoying my morning. And my afternoon and my night. And then tomorrow, I'll be enjoying my morning, afternoon, and night, too.
Oh. Well then.
Just sipping my coffee. I got, I love Starbucks blonde roast. I'm not a huge Starbucks fan, or, you know, I don't really follow coffee brands. I know that Starbucks is quality. I can't deny it, but I don't go seeking it out too often. But they have a blonde roast that I fucking love. That's cold brew, and I mix that with the very American Cinnabon creamer because I want my smooth coffee to taste like a Cinnabon. Not all the time. I switch it up. So you're not feeling good, huh? You didn't sleep good? I didn't sleep good either. I mean, I slept, but then I woke up too early. And then I took an edible, and I kind of like, was able to like zone out and kind of sleep again. That like kind of nice, I don't have to get up in the morning, not quite asleep, not quite awake feeling. It's very relaxing. Yeah, I'd say I'm kind of comparable to about 4 hours. I think it was more like closer to 5. But I don't know what your day was like yesterday, but I've been putting in the hours at work, so it's like, ugh. But I don't see like, but you're in, you know, this is one of these stupid holidays in America, so at least I don't have to do anything. I don't know what your day is like. Well, your day is almost over, right? It's like, let's see, gotta be, it's about 5 o'clock there. If I'm wrong, I would love to know that. Then I'll at least know how. You got a vacation starting on the 9th? That's nice.
All ready for departure? Time to save the bally damsel in distress, eh?
Oh, okay. So like 7
So
hours.
this is the
It's only
dragon
about 7 hours difference.
It's not
then.
too far from Virga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
Now then.
Well, I guess it's kind of close to it. Yeah, I mean, I've always figured it was about an 8 hour difference, right? That's so wild, you know. I love that it's like different times are happening on the planet for different people. I know that sounds like probably like a silly thing for an adult to be like in awe over, but I just don't think most people think about anything. So it's like I love that it's like in the afternoon there. You've already had a day. You know what I mean? You're coming home. Mine's like my day is just starting, sort of. And I could also be I could also be talking to somebody who's even further along, right? So if I talk to somebody like, let's see, if you're in like somebody over in like India, it's probably like midnight. So it's probably tomorrow, you know? Like if I talk to somebody in Australia, it's probably closer to tomorrow. You're still at work? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's not unheard of. If it's like 3 something there. I work till about 4 every day.
This place here.
We're going to the Dragon Temple.
Here's where we are now.
This.
Let's see here.
You would pursue peril.
Let's go.
Tally ho then. So we bring the fight to them.
Oh, we didn't talk to anybody about strategy, did we? Hey, we can finally cook some of this stuff, I think. No? We still can't? Oh, right, we can't do that. We need Dream Eater Moth. We need lumber. Do 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 do. Well, I don't really feel like making anything. Frankly, I can't wait to be on vacation. I'm done with 2024. Yeah. Well, I don't even know, man. Here, it's just about...
All right then. Where to?
I don't know, just trying to keep your sanity. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Somebody was talking about something, and I felt like it was such a great way of putting it. Was that I'm just bored. I'm bored with the world. I'm bored with everything, like everything that's being pumped at us, whether it's movies, TV, whatever. But not bored like how they say there's no such thing as being bored, just boring people. You know what I mean? But I'm not a boring person. I'm a very active person. And when I say bored, it's really just saying I'm tired of all the bullshit. Like officially.
All right.
Like, oh, we still didn't get there. Is the book finished? Come on, get us there, get us there, get us there. We got to level 4 courage. Awesome.
Courage. Why, that's...
Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Virga Island,
the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the Dragon God. The
I
wind
liked it.
carries the unsettling
It is,
cries of beasts over the water.
It is a little
Ensuring
all
that
over the
even
place, and
reaching
then
the temple
especially
will be a
since,
trial.
well, I mean, the
Pulls into
whole
the shores
Kang
of
thing
isolated island
is
amidst
over.
surges of
So it kind of
sinister
feels like
agony.
pointless, doesn't it? Like it had so much potential. And there's some stuff that we got some interesting new characters. We got the TVA, which I don't think is a mistake. I think bringing the TVA in,
You seasick?
and the evolution of Loki.
And keep your eyes
But
on
like,
them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a
but if
run.
they're gonna get
You
done
really
with
worry
the
too much, mate.
multiverse, then
Once
what
you've
did
got doubts
the
in your
end of
head,
Loki
you
even
don't want to let
matter?
'em go.
Unless
That's
again
the
they're trying
Dragon
they'll
Temple.
use it for Secret
Just as
Wars
I
or
thought.
something. But
I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Yeah.
the reason the Sanctus Church
the
doesn't want anyone near
directionlessness
the
that I
island
feel like they
is
had,
that they want whatever's inside to stay
where it was,
buried.
they didn't have the big
place
bad
looks
didn't
totally
feel
overrun with
like,
Nebula.
I don't know,
We're
was
definitely gonna
as
find
well
some monsters in
handled
there.
as Thanos.
This melancholia aura
I don't
is
think that
most ominous.
I think the fact that a lot of these
What is
characters
this
were
magic?
unknown to
And
to the
from whence is
majority
it
of the
born?
vanilla motherfuckers out there who
We
don't know
only
a
ever
comic
see it
book
when
from
faced
a
with grave burdens.
magazine or
Might
like a
not be
Cosmopolitan,
unrelated. We
you
know
know,
magic
like,
is possible without an igniter.
and just the
In
way
other
that
words,
everybody in this
Magla can be controlled by the
country has proved
mind
that they don't
alone.
give a shit about
You
minorities or
venture that
women.
it springs
No
from mortal
wonder,
minds?
all those
Hey,
assholes
you
out there
all
that have been
finished?
screaming
Let's
about
get on with it.
MCU and all
He's
this other
right.
bullshit that
Let's hurry
shouldn't
on.
matter. Oh my god.
We're off.
It's just like, is this what it felt like to people who had brains in Germany when the anti-Jewish propaganda and everything was coming out? Like, is this what it feels like to live in an age where, in this time period anyway, in this age, and how they're attacking? Like, it never was like this in my whole life. In my whole life, it was never like this. And I read about this in history books, right? I learned about all of this stuff in school. And this is what it feels like to live in a place that is about to become what it's probably going to become. And it's like, I don't even, like, this isn't even the United States of America, in my opinion. They need to change the name of this place. Because that name went out the window. I don't think we're ever getting it back.
You see?
I don't think we can. I don't even know if I want to. I almost feel like everything's gotta completely fall apart. And that's a real shitty, like, feeling. That, well, I guess that's all over with, you know. I guess, you know, the greatest generation was only fighting for their version of fascism, the one that they chose. I've said that before. Where we have the greatest generation who stood up to, you know, quote unquote, the greatest generation that stood up to the Nazis. And really what it turns into is, because when you hear, like, when you watch and you listen to history, you know that a lot of those people didn't, like, you know, they were all racist to each other. There was racism against the Irish, there was racism against the Italians, and the Mexicans, and the black people, and the Asians. Everybody fucking hated each other right out in the open. It's like, they didn't want to fight. I don't want this guy fighting with me. I don't trust this guy to have my back. The only person I trust to have my back is this, you know, cracker from fucking buttfuck Alabama. And, you know, they fought that fascist because that fascist was eventually going to come for us. So we get involved after Roosevelt doesn't say anything about Pearl Harbor happening, right? And and then we're in the war, and now all these years later, it really just turned out that we fought that fascism because we didn't get to pick it. We wanted to be able to pick our flavor of fascism. And here we are, the religious nutjobs finally convinced, finally put up enough success, had a successful propaganda campaign against immigrants, against women, against all minorities, against every single thing, and sold it to them under the guise of, we're going to make your lives better. Except they already didn't do that for the first 4 years of this motherfucker's campaign. They just blame, and it's going to be the same thing here, except now they actually have control of everything, so everything they want is just going to fucking pass. Almost as if, like, what the fuck do we even need? Like, it already feels like we're already just there. And another sad thing is that here we are, and there's still time in Biden's administration, and what's he doing? He's in fucking Brazil and other places. Like, he could be doing some real serious damage. Like, by the rules that they've set in place with the Supreme Court and stuff, we could turn, we could do some nasty shit that I think is necessary at this point. And we're just not doing anything. We're just not doing anything. It doesn't even feel like we're represented anymore. Like, talk about lame duck. Like, this guy's already a dead duck. He's already retired. That duck just went and flew south for the winter already. And all we have now is a bunch of people on both sides coping because nobody wants to talk to us because we voted for Trump. And then the other side is, ha ha, I can't wait for you to get what you got coming. And it's like, just never stops. Instead of doing something, we just sit there and talk shit to each other. Meanwhile, we sign away democracy. We just give it over. We just give it everything over, and we still, what are we doing? We're still just sitting on Twitter bitching.
Kind of giant
We're still just
tree,
sitting on
right?
all these things going bitching. I can't wait for you to get what you
really
deserve. It's like,
pure
hey, how about we help that? How about we help it
our way
along?
through if we must.
The wood turns aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the best you've got.
After all of what I just said.
Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done.
Hey, I thought that this is what everybody wanted to hear from me.
Del, what's wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del. Whoa. You're burning up. Why?
Allow me. Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio, are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Yeah.
Basilio,
No,
carry
I
into the
know.
monk
It's
inside the Golden
we
Runner.
don't know.
Once we get
We just
moving,
don't. Well,
leave
I
the
mean, we
room or
know.
look outside.
It's just
We're charging
basically
home
it's
full
like
throttle,
somebody
understood?
just
What?
having a book.
Right, got it.
Like think of this like what think of a book that's got blank pages. This book is open and there's a pen, and when you write on that in that book, you just make things happen and they appear, and it's anything you could think of. And all we're doing is waiting for them to write something in there that's just going to happen. Because it will. Because now there's no one to stop it. No one to stop anything. And all the people on the opposition, they're only there to basically hold a seat until hopefully they think that people will come to their senses. But we know that these people don't come to their senses. There's no sense to them.
Thanks.
They're gone. These people, in my opinion, most of them, like, okay, you do have a full section of voters that are just idiots who already regret their vote, but it doesn't mean that that's going to be enough to change things. Okay? Because then you still have the people on their side that didn't vote, and they might convince those people to vote, and then that negates everything else too. It's just going to be like, well, I mean, there's so many ways that she lost. It's just in a different way slightly, in some ways, from Clinton losing.
Understood.
Because, see, we thought that she was going to win because, again, it's just a different version of what happened then. Because we thought people in this country were smarter than that. And then we found out they weren't. Even though he lost the popular vote, right? So he did lose, technically, by that metric, right? But because of the Electoral College, he got in. And we had some power. And we were able to stave off all these things. But they didn't vote for her back then because she was a woman. And there's so many other people will be like, well, it was this and this and this. And it's like, yeah, but it's also she's a woman. Right? You just came off of 8 years with a black president. You weren't about to also be told, because it's these men. It's a man thing. Right? They can't be told what to do by certain people. They're going to sit there and go, thinking they're being told what to do because that person's in power. It's like, nobody's telling you what to do. It's about policy, motherfucker. You have to understand that. But they act like they're in fucking school. Right? And the president's the fucking teacher. Or the principal. And like, so like the governor, I guess, would be the teacher that could send that could tell the president on that. Like, and the president's telling me what to do. Like, and then the dismantling of the Department of Education is already like, these people are already stupid enough. They're wanting to make sure they stay stupid. And let's go attacking the institutions that actually do teach people. We just don't like that they're teaching them how to think for their fucking selves. So we're going to attack colleges, because that's where the kids are finally out in the world and being told things that they don't want them to hear. It just keeps repeating, and it's like, we are literally fucking Europe 100 years ago. Whether it's Russia or Germany. Oh no, and I just keep telling everybody, man, we've been in a civil war. It's just not, it's a civil quotation marks war, where all we're doing is yelling at each other back and forth. And this side, you can say whatever you want and they won't listen. They can say whatever they want, we won't listen, because we're right, we're all fucking right. But the thing is like, we just don't look at what they're doing while we are yelling at each other. And those people that are just so intent on focusing on us, that they don't even know what the policy is of the motherfucker they just voted in. They don't even understand it until after the fact. And I've got people, even in my own, like, close circle that don't understand where I'm coming from, because because I grew up in a controlled, like, religious environment where religion was like, the religion was the world. Religion was my government, right? And what they do to control and propaganda and all that other shit is the same shit, and the things that they would have wanted to get away with, and all the lies that they tell you, all these convenient things that they tell you because they're hopes and dreams, these things that you can have if you just believe what we're saying. And they just sell people on a fantasy that you know isn't real either. But you like the sound of it. You like that it sounds like somebody's got a plan over here, whether or not it's realistic or not. And so everybody just hides in their delusion. And when you've done that for centuries and centuries, millennia, how do you dig that tick out? You can't, unless you just remove it from, unless you decide it needs to be completely excised, like you might have to cut off the leg, proverbial leg. But religion is, anyway, but it's not just, it's religion and the government together, man. It's like, the church and state shit has never been real. It's just nice on paper. Because if it was really truly separate, we'd have had all those priests in jail. We wouldn't have let the fucking church decide for themselves, to govern themselves from diddling kids. All those assholes would be in a jail getting sodomized by prisoners right now, rather than just being moved around from church to church, ready to do it all again. We keep talking about in this country how much we care about kids, but apparently not enough to keep priests from fucking them or people in schools shooting them. And we can't even, like, finally go, if we all scream about the future of our kids, right? But the only thing they're trying to do is control the future of their kids. Because they know better, right? It was better when they were young. But the thing is, it wasn't better. It was when the indoctrination started. It was when they were taught to hate. So they don't even know what they're fucking talking about. It is this endless cycle of shit. And we could have, like, helped that a long time ago, and I bring this up all the time too about Reconstruction after the Civil War. We all failed because people wanted to get back to their fucking lives instead of actually starting the real work. Like, if they thought that killing each other in multitudes and burning down towns and everything and brother against brother was bad, well, after everybody's dead and you clean up the bodies, if you don't build up something better on top of all that horror, you get the same horror again and worse. It's just, instead of like between the small amount of time between World War I and World War II, we actually let this go on for over 100 years before we finally decided to, like, blow ourselves up again. Except we're in a different world and no one wants to risk anything. Because people have so little that they're afraid to stand up for anything. Except online, where everybody will bitch and bitch and bitch. And you just have the one random quote-unquote crazy motherfucker who snaps. And they think that that's, it's all the same thing. The reason those people do all those things, it's all because it's a sickness. It's a sickness that's in this country, all the way down to its foundations. Oh yeah, I started watching that show and I should go back to it. I think what it was at the time, and because I don't mind reading subtitles, I like it. But it is sometimes hard to always have to make sure I'm staring at the screen and I can't be looking down writing my notes and stuff, like when I'm covering shows, things like that. Yeah. Well, I was talking about what was funny is that in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the teacher, played by Ben Stein, is literally talking to them about how when the Republicans back in the Great Depression tried to use tariffs to help inflation, it actually made it worse. And it increased and made the Great Depression even worse and go on for longer. The Polly-Smoot Tariff Act. That's literally what he's talking about in Ferris Bueller's Day Off when he's going, anyone? And it's literally a little lesson on Republicans trying to supposedly fix inflation with tariffs. And one of the One of the most classic movies of our generation. And if that's how you have to find this shit out... Well, yeah, the subtitles, that was probably why I didn't finish. Only because, again, I would have wanted to... It's hard to pay attention when I can't look away if it's all in subtitles. Oh.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I hope we get a chance to...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I hope we get a chance to see if they've got a guy who can give us information.
Nonetheless,
the giant tree is blocking our way to the Dragon Temple. I'm very much looking forward to covering it in the Potion of Blight.
But...
True.
Let's focus.
We have 17 days left.
Really?
Stroll comes to mind. Maybe we should go talk with him. Uh-oh. Okay, what's his next level? We'll be able to learn Samurai. Oh, shit. It's a nice day out, though. Oh, god damn it. We can't. We gotta talk to people first.
What are my options here?
I think later on, in a little bit, I'm gonna watch Deadpool and Wolverine. I need to do something that's gonna take my mind off of everything for a little while. And I have this nice 4K TV to watch it on, so it's like, I think I need to do that for my Thanksgiving. I can't believe that that was my birthday when it came out this year.
I beseech you.
So it's like, here's the thing. It's like, this year wasn't so bad. I was looking forward to everything. I saw, like, so many positives. I was feeling like, God, we were so close. We were so close to, like, to being rid of it. We were so close to being rid of it, in a way, in so many ways. Because I got, you know, like Deadpool Wolverine came out on my birthday. Then I got to see Soul Coughing. Like, I got to do so many things this year. And, you know, I was going into 2025, I was so excited. I mean, this is what it must have felt like to some people. Because when Obama got elected, I was just like, I didn't vote at the time, and I regret that. I do. But it was like, in my head at the time, I was like, well, he's gonna win. And here's the thing. Now when I think like how I thought like that, it's like, no, that's why you have to fucking vote. Because you don't know if the person's gonna win. But I didn't feel that hope or change at the time because I was still just kind of fine and satisfied with my stupid life. And I thought, cool, man, we're finally gonna elect a brother, man. You know, like, I want to see a black dude in the White House, man. I do. So it was like, but I thought it was gonna be a slam dunk, and you know, to me, in some ways, it was. But at the same time, you know, what if it hadn't gone that way? You know, what if everybody thought like me?
Yes.
At the time, which was, yeah, and that's kind of, you know, like a way a lot of people think. Or they just really don't want to get involved, which actually is kind of sad, because they either don't think that they're, you know, they've come to like be nothing matters already, like they're beaten.
What?
And it's hard to get beaten people back up.
No kidding.
And I think that those are the people that like we still have to try to reach, is the people that feel beaten. And now, good luck with that, right? Getting the beaten people to get up now.
I am so grateful.
They just, it's almost like it's guaranteed. It almost feels like we're just guaranteed now to forever lose. Because don't even get me started on the whole Supreme Court thing.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa. Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Can we actually leave the island now? We can. Okay. It's time to look at our requests. We get increased courage. But if we do that, we also have deeds and diversions. That gives us 15,000. But we'd be able to get some more XP. Fuck. Okay, let's look at our virtues. How close are we to getting our tolerance all the way to 4?
All right then.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Okay, I gotta focus on the blight thing then. For this moment.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, we need to get to the tavern. Where is the tavern?
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
I think it's here, right?
Leave it out, mate. Well,
cheers.
Fancy a bit of info?
Hey! Okay!
Monsters of the Dragon Temple, buy it.
Cheers.
Moving stone statues and spectos. Swords and spears don't work against either. Spectos reflects bows and the like as well, apparently. Oh shit. There's also huge tree-like monsters. I believe they're called Alentos. What's tricky is that there are different types of Alentos. The green one's weak to fire, but for the others, fire won't work at all. Or the green ones can use wind magic, so hold your ground.
Come again anytime.
Phantom Avian of the Spire.
Want in on this?
There's a place known as the Spire of Blind Faith down south. No one dares to go near it, though. Technically, it isn't all that far from this island, but due to the way the currents flow, one must approach it by circling about from the north. Yay, we got another spot opened.
But wait.
What? Oh, wow. So basically what they're talking about is the currents, right? Yeah, that you can't get there. That's nuts. I love that level of detail. Worse yet, they say a monster dwells within the tower. Well, of course, resembles a large bird. Oh, is it going to be like a rock? Closer you get, the more violent it becomes. Best to attack from as far away as possible from the rear.
You don't say.
Just between us.
Vulnerable to fire and pierce. I think we got people for that. Village trading.
Cheers.
They sell salts like Uncle Electru's Wonder Salts and Niflheim Plunge. Hero's Jeweled Root. Wow, okay. Go see the giant hole at the sea bottom. I unsubscribe to YouTubers because they don't want to get involved or simply give their opinions on politics. It's crazy how you can act like everything is fine when it's not. Because, yeah, it's all... Well, that's the thing, right? I've said this before, is that, you know, I have a full-time job. And I wanted the same thing that a lot of these other people did. I wanted to be able to do what I do on YouTube and have YouTube pay me for it. But I never wanted to ever treat it like a job. I just was hoping to have a large enough audience where I wouldn't have to, or I could express like the things that I'm thinking and get paid for it, like any of those people. But once it became some of these people's jobs, it's like it's about their brand. So they have to stick to brand, and if they go off brand, they risk their audience. So they're out there, you know, so they're the true, I don't know, are they the true communicators, the one who just do it for their job and don't care who they tell anything to? It's just so bland, and yeah, it's, I don't know, yeah, just sitting there smiling while you talk about, you know, that's their right, you know, but I don't take them as seriously anymore. Also, I mean, they spend so much time focusing on getting all that, you know, like working on all these things that don't matter, that I also don't trust their opinions when they do talk about something, because how can I? You haven't proven that you know what you're talking about.
Cheers.
Because the only thing the only thing you ever focus on is, you know, the latest series of movies and shows. It was one of the things that was hard about, like, why I stopped, like, quickly. I don't know if I'm going back to talking about Interior Chinatown or not, because I was trying to do these little quick reviews that were just, you know, this is what happened, and I, you know, la la la, and be excited. But I couldn't, I was like, the excitement didn't last long, because I wanted to talk about it, like, deeper. And I wanted to, like, I immediately started going towards, like, what are the things that you can get out of this show outside of just its story and plot. And
cheers.
I just didn't even know if I could keep that up. They lose all credibility because you're supposed to influence people and you don't use your power of influence for that. That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, then there's the people who don't believe a word they're saying. You know, there's just the grift. I want to know where all these poor people have, like, all this money to pay, you know, to put into these people's pockets too. You know.
Well, isn't this a dilemma?
Like, if everybody's hurting for money, man, where Where are you getting the money to, like, support all these assholes?
Isn't this a dilemma?
And they don't even, like, again, they don't even know. They just want to believe so bad that you know, that's the thing, is, like, these are all these people, man, they all want, like,
Let us have faith in Lady
to be listened to. You know, they all want to have, like, it's sad, you know what I mean? Like, they're out there trying to figure things out too, but no one's listening to them except for these people who are lying to them. But they're pretending to listen to them, and they pretend, you know, and they always go, yeah, you guys are great, and you know, but it's like, really, it's just, you know, they think you're great because...
Thanks.
You're in their echo chamber. It's woof.
Worry not.
I see. No.
Something is off.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think I'd have to. That's the thing. It's like, that's one of the bummers, man. Is honestly, I was hoping to finally get away from all this. It was a way to,
Apologies.
and here we are, and it's like, I just can't keep my mouth shut. I know some people, you know, like, it's divided I can tell that my friends group is divided on this in some levels, because I've got no room for forgiveness anymore. And I'm like, bring it on, and I've got too many stuff. I got just, you know, it's like, I don't know. I admire some of the naive, I admire some of the naivete that somehow still exists, but I think it's a little bit of naivete and a little bit of just ignorance and even a little bit of delusion.
Right.
I'm not perfect and I'm not always right, but there's some things where I'm just like, I know I'm not wrong. You know, at least I'm not wrong in my very real worries of what is possibly, you know, the things that could very well happen. And I think that I still have people that just can't imagine it. But I have, like, one thing I've always said, man, is my imagination is infinity because of the things that I've seen, heard, and been through. So I can imagine absolutely anything being possible. It's like a good thing and a positive thing. And a negative thing sometimes.
Fine.
Because I can see the worst. And then when you actually look at history and you know that the worst is actually possible now, and people just won't believe it until it's kicking down their fucking door. And then even then, when they know, you still know that there's an absolute huge huge majority probably of a chance that they will just do nothing.
Huh.
And I mean, as long as you're, and again, they're trying to get the white male bullshit back. White man on top. All these little incel bastards that fucking, I don't know why girls just don't like me. I'm a guy, and I should be able to get pussy whenever I want. It's like, you can, man. Save up and go get an escort. But I have to spend the money on my fucking video games that's sitting in my fucking dark-ass basement.
Sorry about that. Wow.
I can't. I've got, like, you know, I've got anxiety and I've got autism and derp. I'm not saying, like, autism isn't a genuine, significant thing that is a problem for people. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
When you have autism, it's hard to do things. But at the same time,
Thank you.
if you're not a self-aware person with autism, like, if you just think that, like, if you let that part of your brain just always take over, if you don't realize when you need to check your autism and realize that what you're thinking isn't necessarily reality, dude, and that it's just your brain fucking with you, that's when, you know, that it's hard for people to get there. So all these little boys, all these boys that don't know how to get a girl to suck them off, like, because it's not even about being in relationships, because these guys don't even know what it means to be friends with a girl. It was a lesson that I had to learn myself eventually. Is that you have to think of women, as people, and people, I realized that even I, who had, like, I have sisters and I've grown up to, like, I was always raised to treat women with respect. It's one of the only good things my mom instilled in me. But even I was, like, still didn't understand a lot of this shit because of, like, the wants and needs of the male biology and the shit that's indoctrinated to us as well, and what it means to be a man and blah blah blah. That I needed to understand what it meant to be actually friends and with a woman and treat them as people and not something to just attain to as just something in my life that I have to have. And these motherfuckers just don't understand that. So what do? This is how they think they're going to get it done, is by forcing them into situations. And it's all I can do is I hope that the women of this country are prepared to, like, because I'm there, I'll do whatever, man. I just need somebody to point me in the direction they want me to go. You know what I'm saying? You need me there for a Million Woman March, I'm there. Because I want women to fucking, to cut dudes off just as much as I've heard some saying they want to, and they're going to. I think it's great. It just sucks that that's where we're at. Because these people all prove that they don't stand for women, and they can all, like, all the ones that were like, but I just voted on the economy, I didn't, like, you still voted against women. Every single vote wasn't just so that you could get your fucking cheaper groceries or cheaper gas, which is not gonna fucking happen in the first place.
Yeah.
You sold out all these other people just so that you could have a possibly better life, like playing the lottery. Again, fucking, there's just so many ways it is instilled for people to be stupid, make stupid, ignorant choices.
No. A new power.
Oh my god, Honestly, man, I just need I need somebody to take me away from all of this. I feel like Bronson Pinchot in True Romance, where it's at the end of the movie and he's got the cops have like told him to go in and got convinced him to wear a wire in this room and everything's going to shit. Everything's going to shit, and he finally is just like so scared and so like wanting to get out of there that he just starts talking to the air, going but he means it like for the cops to come and get him out. And he's like, I just wish somebody would take me away from all of this. And everybody starts looking at him like, who are you talking to? And that's when they find out, like, but it's like, I'm that desperate, man, where I'm just like, please, somebody get me away from all of this. Just get me out of here. I will risk everyone finding out that I'm the rat. Just please, get me out of this situation, please. That's how I feel. Wait a minute. It goes Commander General Samurai? Oh, wow. We haven't even unlocked General yet. It's crazy that I'm bouncing back and forth between these conversations of what's happening in the game. And the next second I'm talking about...
Huh?
I called this video the Dragon Temple, but we haven't even gotten there. If you don't take a stand, it's still an action. A political stand. Neutrality is not acceptable anymore, yeah. Okay, so he's almost ranked all the way up. Skill inheritance. When Stroll attacks a human-type monster, critical rates greatly increase. We still need imagination to talk to him. I think. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, him too. Scion's merit. We're not really using the faker, so... What is her level 7? Widens the variety of things, gets the supply crate.
All right then.
Alright. Well, how close are we to getting our tolerance to... We can get our tolerance to... We've got to level up, or we gotta get our followers up before. So, we're just doing it. We're doing it. I want to go out of here and travel, but...
Ah, just you. My apologies.
There's something I think you deserve to know. I'm with you no matter what. With overflowing courage, I showed Brigida how I could match whatever I just said.
You.
My feelings got through.
Thank you. Here.
Huh.
What?
Man, this game has got all kinds of like subtext that's not even hardly subtext. Civilization does not flow backwards. People are not so clever that they would abandon the convenience. It's impossible to be without igniters. See, they're talking about you can't go backwards.
Say.
Well.
My thanks.
I won't let you die.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I have no interest in it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, look, man, sometimes you can put all the people in the world in a movie and it won't make a lick of difference to me. Like, if this is your if Gladiator 2, first off, if you don't see Gladiator 1 and you only see Gladiator 2, you're probably just fine. You know what I mean?
You give me hope.
And then you go back and you watch Gladiator 1, and will you think Gladiator 1's better than 2 after the fact? Because, see, that's like, to me, when Ridley Scott was still Ridley Scott. I think he's one of those guys who, by name recognition alone, people still go, well, because he made these movies, we still go to see them even though we keep getting disappointed. And I think it's the same can be said for, like, Francis Ford Coppola, too. Not just because of Megalopolis, which I haven't seen, so I can't judge, but I mean, by like other people's opinions, and even then, I don't even think I trust those opinions anymore, so I need to see it myself for a judgment. But his movies, that he doesn't do a lot, but I mean, since, man, I don't know. Like, he had his day. He made some of the biggest, most important movies of our time, but then after that, he made movies like Jack, which I think the subject matter is good to talk about, but like its execution and everything, like it's very cringy. But like some of these guys just don't have the same quality of work anymore. And honestly, I'd have rather seen the crazy one where Russell Crowe comes back to life. Because at least that's like, what are you doing? Because yeah, you could put Denzel Washington and Pedro Pascal and bring back the Connie Nielsen, who, God, Connie Nielsen's age, she's so pretty still. I love her. But like, who cares about the son of the you know what I mean? Like, oh, he was the important person, and now like this is that's all they could come up with, man. It's the most like obvious fucking choice for this. So it's just like, I'm glad if you guys went out to the movie to see it, but I mean, I didn't need it. We didn't need it. You know what I mean? Are they gonna try? Like, this would be what I think is possibly what's gonna happen, right? Is depending on the success of this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of Gladiator spin-offs, like on a streaming service, where this could be the like test to see if people are interested in this. And it's like, it probably, if it does well, it probably will do something with it. Because, hell, man, we already living in the Coliseum. Streaming shows and everything are the new, in sports, it's the new Coliseum. It's the new entertainment for the masses, the opiate of the masses. We got all these opiates, but no reality. Sorry. I'm like just bringing up all kinds of shit. Again, it's just like, it just doesn't matter. Although I do have this unhealthy anger towards Beetlejuice. I really do. I fucking really have a problem with that movie. It's the one movie that I can't let go of. So, you know, as much as I tell everybody, you know, hey man, we take these things too seriously, for some reason, I just can't let go of how awful Beetlejuice is. I don't give a fuck who tells me otherwise. I'm right. Just based off of how you make, how a movie gets made, and what makes sense for plot, character, and stuff. Like, there's just so many things wrong with that movie. And it's like, I've told people, like, when it first came out, I wasn't the biggest Beetlejuice fan. But I became a huge fan over time.
It's a campground.
But I mean, when I say that I became a fan later, it was like 5 years later where I really understood Beetlejuice better. Because when it first came out, I was like 13, 14 years old. What is a 13 or 14-year-old know? You know dick, man. Literally, you know dick because all you're doing is jerking off. You're just doing stupid teenage shit and you don't know nothing. You know? Nothing compared. You know things, but you don't know nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Let's help them out.
But over time, as I got older, I like it a lot more.
All right then.
And for some reason, I just like, because I tell my friends, you know, well, I'm the guy who loves The Flash. I loved the Flash movie.
All right then.
Not because it was an amazingly, you know, Best Picture winner. I don't mean it like that. I mean, I love it because it really felt like it represented comic books. It was a good representation of comic books. And when I pick up a comic book, the kind of shit that I like to see, you know, in a comic book, which is just go crazy, man. It's a comic book. Enjoy yourself. But I can't say, but it's like, it's also, I can't say the same for Beetlejuice for some reason. I just won't do it.
Hello.
And both of them happen to be with, you know, Michael Keaton. So it's like,
Hey, mister.
that's where I was drawing a little bit of a distinction, but
Let's go.
like, I've gotten into, like, kind of heated, I got into a heated, like, not heated, but, like, I got frustrated in a conversation about Beetlejuice with somebody recently, and I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How can you not? Alright, we get a 40% discount, so we're gonna have to take this one. Seahawk fan. Fire. We'll take that.
Oh.
We keep getting close to having $1 million in the bank, but okay, we already did that. So I really wish there was a comparison. I think we're tough enough. We're gonna stick it. We're gonna stay away from it. I need to see what we're actually rolling with as far as Knight's Bracelet, Strength +6. Yeah, I'm not changing that. Agility +3. She can do Mage Light, which might not be something we need for her right now. Increases, yeah, he's good. Equipped to use Seeker's skills, add resistance to wind and weakness to fire. Oh, okay. Doesn't she have masks? Where are all the masks? What's that? All stats +5? Oh my god. All stats +5? I think I can take the hit in strength. Where is it? Are you kidding? Wait. Where is it? There it is. Holy shit. Alright. Agility plus. Okay, so we're gonna switch his. We're gonna switch hers too. We're gonna keep his. Okay. Let's go back in. $72, $74 doesn't affect his thing and doesn't affect his thing. $88. Give it to him.
Good.
Alright. Well, we're shopping now because, if anybody wondering, because this is when you get the deals on things. We just spent a lot of money, though. Like, we spent a lot. But that's why we have it, right? So on the times that we need it.
All right then.
Why can't we get Oh, because we can't shop there. And for our request, okay, so we need that potion of blight still, but I don't know where to get it. Oh, also we need to go to Academia for
Now, where was I?
Switching off old girl's masks, I think. Old girl.
Would you look at this? Now then. Oh.
Okay. Special experiments menu has been unlocked. Use special experiments to create items that certain archetypes utilize during battle. You can get the materials necessary for special experiments from enemies in battle.
Do make yourself at home.
Okay. Apparently we can only listen to the one on the warriors. Oh, a thief's mask. Adds a resistance to dark, and this would have what? A resistance to fire and a weakness to wind? We don't want a weakness to wind right now. Hey, we got a trophy for science, so I'm assuming that's by making one of these things. So there's a nice trophy. I suppose, though, we can get the warrior's mask. You just don't need to wear it.
It's conceivable. Adieu.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Oh.
Back to reality. Whoops, there goes gravity. I can't believe I just quoted Eminem. I apologize to everyone who knows me.
What now?
Okay, so she's already got a resistance to wind. So I think that's probably good for this area. Where the hell is this freaking thing?
It was all in vain.
Unstinking believable.
I watched finally Severance and Silo on Apple TV. Severance is really ambitious and good. Yeah, overrated. Huh. Okay. Well, that's interesting to hear about Silo, because I do want to see it. But Severance is amazing. I love Severance.
It was all in vain.
I love it from the top to bottom, man. I love it. 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 It is so unique. It is so unique. And Adam Scott, who has got great comedy timing, like I think some of the best comedy people are really good at drama. And he's that guy that can do both really well. He's so dry.
It was all in vain.
And I love it. It's but like everybody in that the girl, I always forget her name, that I knew only really from commercials mostly. She is killing it, And then, of course, you know, when you add John Turturro and Christopher Walken in the mix, and then Patricia Arquette, who, I mean, speaking of true romance, I mean, ooh la la, but she is one hell of a dramatic actress. And then the guy who plays like the security dude, everybody in that show is amazing. People always put those two shows together. Scenario-wise, is really strong and ambitious and sophisticated, and such great actors. Turturro is Patricia Arquette. Yeah, like it's from the top bottom, and it's from Ben Stiller, who, look, I have not been a fan of what he's been doing for a long time because I know he's better than what he's been doing, and I mean, or was doing for a really long time. But I knew that, like, I still think that the Cable Guy is really underrated for what he was trying to do in that. He was ahead of his time. Talking about basically the internet, like how internet people are before the internet. Because it was the movie that was talking about the internet a little bit. Because he was talking about, but it was channels, right? It was cable was being described to, he's talking about being able to play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam, right? He's this detached person, addicted to, you know, who's had a horrible, like, upbringing, and TV and games and this kind of shit were his, like, fucking family, to the point where he became delusional. And if that's not a fucking ahead of its time, I don't know what is. Like, yes, it's from the 90s, and you can look at it, and it's a little, like, certain parts of it maybe seem like it's aged, but to me, the Cable Guy is, like, way fucking ahead of its time. As far as subject matter. It was it's like when they talk about how The Simpsons predicted such and such. And I knew Ben Stiller was way better than all these, you know, the put-upon hero that everybody thinks is an asshole, when he's really just trying to help everybody and everybody treats him like shit. He played that character for so long that you forget that he's got great sensibilities and he's got, like, really interesting ideas. That's where, like, you know, like Tropic Thunder, you know, like stuff like Tropic Thunder comes from, right? And so when he made Severance, it was just like, oh, thank you, Ben Stiller. You are showing your potential again. Escape at Dannemora. I haven't seen that. I'll have to check that out.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon.
How much water do I have?
Yes.
Oh, Adam Scott? Oh, Adam Scott, man. He has been good for a long time, man. He has been good. I've been following that guy's career. Like, you know me, I'm a big dork for character actors, so I've been aware of Adam Scott for a really long time. And when he was finally in Parks and Rec, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. But, like, when he plays the demon in The Good Place, just such a, he can turn on so many different levels. I love it.
Hello there.
I've just been dicking around in this game, by the way.
Hello.
Let's see. A Guiding Gift. The Price of Hope. Okay, so let's go to Grand Trad.
All right then.
What?
Where to?
What streaming service is that on?
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
All right then.
Hey, listen.
Idiot.
The Nelda?
Wait, what? Why don't I? What do you mean? Well, where is it? Oh, listen.
Welcome.
Okay. It's on Paramount Plus. Okay, that's why. Yeah, alright. I knew it. This guy's talking shit.
Right?
You watch it on French channel, they have the rights. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing about like other countries, you know, like Netflix and everything is different depending on licensing from whatever country.
Okay then.
Oh, we could probably be taking people out a lot faster if we had some of these, huh?
All right then. All right. Where to?
Let's go.
You have reportable quests.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Aha.
Yeah, they turn the page real fast. You didn't watch it? It's pretty good. It's pretty good, dude. Like, I don't even consider it, like, I think it's a good show despite what, you know, like, it doesn't matter with that it's a comic book villain. It's just a good show. It's to me, it's more of it's all character driven, man. It is so character driven. It's so awesome. I love it. I only have a couple of complaints. That's it. And it's, yeah, the last one, man, because I skipped episode 7 because that was the week of the election, and then episode 8 came out, and I just couldn't hold back in that video. But And I don't even care that my, like, hey man, YouTube doesn't promote my shit. Oh well. I'm still gonna speak truth to power on that kind of stuff, but it's a really good show. In fact, I thought it was you that asked me to do, was it you that asked me to do it? I can't remember.
I am so grateful. Mission accomplished.
We got a gleaming crystal, increased our wisdom, and got 15,000.
All right.
Yeah, we need that wisdom. Yeah, it was you, and then you didn't even watch the show. Okay, Evie, that's the last time then. Next time you tell me to watch a show, be like, hey man, let's see if I can get him to watch this show that...
Farewell. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Oh, that's right. We needed to go to Grand Trad to...
Where to?
The Honeybee Inn.
Let's go.
Well, that's nice and all, but that motivation really is gone.
Fancy a bit of info?
That's why I said to, like, Darren, it's a nice show to kind of go out on. Like, I talked about Interior Chinatown, but I just don't have it in me to talk about shit. Like, Darren and I are going to be working on some stuff together that we're going to do occasionally. Well, like you said, I can't, I don't want to be one of those people that just, covers stuff the way I used, like, way people who cover it as their job cover it. But I just don't have the energy
Want in on this?
to do it right now. I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna feel like that forever, but right now I just can't do it. I just wanna, I need to get through, like, what you're going, yeah. I need to, like, everybody's still whatever, and I'm just kind of withdrawing a little bit with just subscriber only, live streams or live chats, like, I thought I could do it. I actually talked about the third and fourth, I actually recorded a thing for the third and fourth episodes of Interior Chinatown, but it was just babbling to me. To me, it just sounded like I was babbling. Partially because of what I'm feeling, but the other part is because I don't know. It's hard to talk about a show that's just a mystery. It's like, is it good? Yes. So how do we review it? You know what I mean? I can't really review a mystery show. Like, all you can talk about is, like, what if it's this? What if it's that? Where are they taking us? But instead, I just kind of rambled, and I should have, like, the idea was to just kind of break down each character and where we think, like, okay, this is their piece, this is their piece, this is their piece. And then there was also all the subtext, and I was like, God, I just don't have the time. I feel so drained when I get home from being out in the world, and the stress of being out there around all these people, and the stress that I put on myself because of it. Just, I come home and I'm like, ugh. Oh, trust me, the election night when my friend was trying to, like, keep me on the ledge. And I was like, I just wanted to tell him, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Look at it, we're done.
All right. All right then.
Let's go. And what is it you want? Huh? What's this? And what is it you want?
Where to?
Let's go.
Teleport. But I mean, another thing about all of it is just, it's like once I start going down like a road, right, thought-wise, I take it to all the way to the nth degree. It becomes like it overtakes things that my life, my thoughts. And I guess I just don't, if I can't control that, it's hard for me to think about making content. When I don't think I can like make the content that I know is in there by having it be too much just about like how I'm feeling right now. So it's like
Mission accomplished.
I either try to either try to figure out how to live with this feeling, or I have to, figure out another way to go. Because I've thought about just turning my my channel into mostly just content talking about what's going on. But and then I think, and this is a problem, but also because there's not enough people talking about what we're talking about. But then now we know, like, the majority of the way people voted, the majority of people either, like, again, the social spaces are filled with the bad and the good. But now we know that the bad, that we should already have known, outnumbers the good. The people that are so sucked into the bad. So it's like, fuck. Okay, how many days? No deadline, no deadline, no deadline, no deadline, no deadline. Yes, we saw people sucked. Alright, so basically it becomes like, are we tough enough to do this? It's only going to take us a day. Right? So since it's going to take us a day, let's teleport. Oh, wait, let's talk to this person first that's behind us. Oh, it's her.
Oh?
Go on.
Thanks.
You know, some of the islanders were so enamored by my songs, they opened up to me a bit. They were still rather sheepish, but I simply can't leave them hanging, can I now? Apparently they've been plagued by monsters.
I mean, I don't really talk to Mark.
I dare say that sounds right up our alley, doesn't it? If you'll help, I'll even make it interesting.
Mark's more of an
I'll let you in on the
acquaintance.
Secrets of a songstress.
I think we're both. I don't know. I haven't listened to a lot of. I don't listen to a lot of his content because it's mostly Star Trek. That's why I don't really pay attention. But I know like his politics are lined up with mine. I think as far as like I don't. That shouldn't be important, but it is. You know, mostly because I would say not just a big strong component of that would be his sister. But so I don't know. I think he also just keeps. I think he keeps the conversation towards his brand. I'm sure that there's mixed in stuff too, just more subtle than I am. And Gino, I mean Gino's Gino. I haven't seen him since my birthday, but he's doing good as far as I know. Alright, let's see. Hang on one second. I have to use the washroom. All right.
I'd be happy to be your understudy.
Right? Every heart and mind has a key, and unlocking them is a skill any kingly candidate should know. Well then, our monsters are to be found on an island the locals call the Orbwise Path. Their legends say that if you offer your dead to the snakes there, their souls ascend to become guardian deities. Problem being, the monsters are eating the snakes, which has left the bereaved unable to complete the ritual. The sadness in their eyes was just too much to bear. You know, I couldn't help but come to you about it. Oh, and evidently, there's some sort of offering there that's yours for the taking. If you'd like it. Well, have I piqued your interest? Do these people a favor, and I'm sure they'd rally behind you. So, you're in, I take it? Brilliant! I'll inform the others.
I'm sure we'll be able to handle it.
Music to my ears. I'll tell you what. I'll throw in a little something extra for you. On top of my secrets, of course.
This one's important.
Here's the place, if you're interested.
Oh, that would be at least a place that we could like we go over here and around and around and around, and that'll take us to there. We could actually do those at the same time.
Here's where we are now.
Oh, and do bring me along when you go, won't you? We can tackle it whenever you're ready.
Save the morning snakes. Okay, so here's the crazy thing. We're gonna go there, and we're gonna see if we're powerful enough to do it.
Well, What do you want to do?
Wait, we gotta go back. Yeah. I'm gonna go back. Sorry, I forgot. I should save. Yeah, I wasn't surprised. A lot of these people are gonna show their true colors. Because, I mean, come on, despite whatever we think about these people, they're in the 1%, most of them. You know? So a lot of these things, especially people with business interests, because he's got business interests, you know? He benefits from their shit, you know? And,
Let's see. It's your call.
So, I'm just glad I was never a big fan of his in the first place. Where I don't have to make, you know, any, like, really surprising opinion choices. Like, oh, it's like I didn't suddenly go, wow, I really liked him. Unfortunately for you, it sounds like you did. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it was like, when I, you know, like, how do I, like, there's certain actors out there that have had things that, you know, happen that are that make them very suspicious to what they've been up to in their life. But I love their movies and I like their acting. But how do I watch their movies now when I think maybe they're this way or that? But the thing is there's a big thing in there is the maybe part. And that's worse because you don't know if there's something that you need to be mad at. Like, you don't know if you're, you know, like, if you're supporting something that's, like, made by a monster. Yeah. Well, you know, hey, maybe we'll have a real Sylvester Stallone and Schwarzenegger fight. Because, I mean, Schwarzenegger's a Republican, right? And he still actually acts like a reasonable person.
Hail!
All right then.
Okay, so we can't really talk to anybody, right? Well, you know, he probably's playing the role of, like, these people that are out there, why can't we disagree? Why can't we disagree and still be friends? God, that was... Alright. How close is our tolerance? Do we have tolerance on here? I don't even know if there's new books. Oh, shit. All we have is courage. Courage! Wait, what's she doing over here? We read all the books. Great. Upgrades to the bunks? Is there anything in the journal yet? If you're ever in that part of Grand Tribary, you should go looking for this relic. Oh, shit.
Where to?
Oh, crap. We can't even do anything about it. Well, let's see. Can we take a bath?
All right then.
Let's go.
All right then.
We need, let's see, what's our
What
bath
now?
salt situation? How do we even see that? Is it? Agility by 2, endurance plus 2. Okay, endurance. Then we should check our stats. Our agility would keep going up.
All right then.
So if it's a choice between...
Go.
Yeah, we're just going to take a bath and get our agility. Damn it.
All right then.
Let's go.
We're going to get our agility increased some more.
Let's not.
Oh wait, now they won't even let us?
All right.
Okay, game. Then don't give me the option.
Let's head there right away.
So we're just gonna do some courage. Because that's the only other real thing that I could see myself doing.
Well, hey.
Might as well.
However,
alright, what's the right answer here? Gotta look this up. Because this is, a lot of this it shows how fast you can level up. Katana. Answer. Oops. Come on, Rob, spell right. Oh, here we go. Wow, there's a lot of different... When it comes to actually cutting, nothing beats a katana's blade. Touch one of those, even by accident, and you could lose some fingers. I'll just say, any weapon can be dangerous.
got it.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Well, we're definitely on our way to maxing out courage, I'll say.
Navigating the archipelago's currents once more, the Dragon Temple again comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The gauntlet runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island amidst surges of sinister magla.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, we're overwriting this data, but we have old data. Just in case we get creamed here, we can go back to before we took this trip, I believe. And we should probably look at... who we're bringing in here. So...
What now?
Monsters of the Dragon Tunnel.
Cheers. Just between us. Come again, Eddie.
Okay, so archetypes. I'm so stupid.
Cheers.
What do you say? Okay.
Just between us.
Weak to fire. Use wind magic. They use wind magic. Okay, so we need fire. So the wizard is good. Okay. So the wizard's good to have. What is Stroll at right now? He's gunner.
That.
Okay, but he needs to be something else. Because that kind of shit don't work, right? So... he's got fire damage. Could he get better fire damage, though? Oh, shit.
All right.
Yep. There we go. And then...
All right.
Oh, Mike Flanagan's amazing, and I was upset that I wanted to meet him at the fan expo that was here recently, and wasn't able to.
All right.
Just that he captures, he's great at character, he's great at dialogue, he does stuff that, like, is very Stephen King, but, like, top tier. Like, the guy is just... he's just got it. For, like, I don't like... I always say in the videos that I talk about horror stuff, and that I'm not the biggest horror fan, but, like, when it's done right, it's amazing. And this guy just has it. Like, I like story and character in my stuff. So when horror movies can become more than horror, you know, like a good Stephen King story does. Like Midnight Mass is one of the best things I've ever seen, and it's dark as fuck. But it gets right to the heart of people, too. He's so good at that kind of thing. We can't switch from our assassin. We just can't do it. So I wonder if we get rid of Plunder Magic. And we also give him some fire. So everybody will have fire. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're about to find out how overpowered or not overpowered we are.
What do you think?
Can you take this one, please?
Hey.
And I haven't seen anything of his that I didn't like on some level. Even his earlier stuff with, like, Oculus. And I think it's like the second Annabelle, or no, I think it's the second Ouija movie. Haunting a Hill House was one of my favorite things to talk about that year that it came out. It was so amazing. There were so many things to, like, talk about for that show.
Wait!
Incoming!
Uh-oh, we gotta fight a tree.
Yeesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Now accept your fate. Hellfire!
You hit their weakness.
I'll show you the essence of. Let's work together. Wizard! Fire!
You hit their weakness.
In the
That's your
name
opening,
of
Captain.
justice! Ah! Burn to ash!
You hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
By my sword.
Let us fight as one.
Perhaps not
They're weak to
this.
fire. Let's heat this
Sword
place
Master!
up.
Burn!
Hulkenberg got them right
Let
in
us
their
clean
weak
up
spot.
this mess. Assassin! Blaze!
Let's stay calm. Wizard! Burn!
I shall fight to us. Are you prepared? The power of fire!
By my sword master!
I mean, we should have burned this fucker down by now. Did he just heal himself? Our defense is up. This is going to be over.
Face me!
He can't heal himself fast enough.
You hit their weakness.
I'll show. Let's go.
Fire! You hit their weakness. That's your thing, Captain. You hit their weak point.
I
Keep it up,
stand with
Troll.
blade in hand.
Hulkenberg got them right
Be
in their
not
weak spot.
Blaze!
It's
In
okay.
fact, the fact that he's standing up still is a little annoying.
I shall vanquish evil.
You didn't watch Bly Manor? It's not quite as good as Hill House, but if you don't watch Bly Manor, that's fine. If of all the things that he made, I'd say Bly Manor's the one you didn't have to really watch as much. It's still pretty good. I would definitely watch Gerald's Game. Watch Gerald's Game. Ooh, that one's good. But like Midnight Mass. Midnight Mass is the one that I swear by. But the Follow the House of Usher is amazing. And I also highly recommend the Midnight Club. Well, that's the thing. My job, I mean, I can't even think like that because my job needs me so bad all the time that I would prefer Monday through Friday and having off the weekends. But with the way that I have to work with customers, I need breaks in between. So like right now I have like my Sundays off and then a day off during the week. And that's good for me. But I work 9-hour days now, and I've thought about making them 10 so I could have shorter, like 3 of them 10-hour days. So that way my 2 other days I'd only have to be there for 5 hours. And I'm still thinking about doing that. I'm just saying, look, I'm going to stick around till 5 from now on and then come in like later, either come in later or leave an hour earlier or so. It's just how things are at my job. Like,
Even I had more to learn.
Marvelous. I feel stronger already.
things are hectic.
But
you're right. Pushing forward.
What now?
We have some Heroes Leaf of Lights we need to use. So you aren't technically on Monday to Friday. No, I'm like, I work Saturday, so I have a day off during the week. I don't look stability at this point here in this country. It's hard to just say, well, I can't do that job because X, Y, or Z. Like, you're just setting yourself up for... Who's got Commander?
A new ability.
Deals medium magic fire damage to all enemies. Oh, shit. He needs to be level 20 to get to general. Oh my god. Okay, well, we've got him to 17. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to work some of this to my advantage.
What now?
All right.
Wow, okay, it's kind of hard to decide. Like, he's got, like, all that stuff, but what do I add? Oh, well. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. It gives us, like, if we don't, if somebody's, got, like, weak, like, health we can not use. Alright, so we're switching him to general or commander. I think everybody else is pretty set. But I was thinking we should have gone and gotten some. What was I thinking of when I was clicking on this guy? There's something we should have gotten. I don't think we can leave. So we're kind of stuck here.
We've got
Key is longevity. If you stay long at your work, then you're more respected. Well, I've just gotta. I've got to figure out a way to take advantage of my position and see if there's a way to expand on it.
Here.
So soon, I'm gonna.
We won't lose this fight.
Oh shit! I accidentally pressed that button.
It's okay.
That didn't.
We can do this.
Move the needle very good.
They're weak to darkness. Let's blot him out.
Okay, turn back the clock. I can't believe I just pressed squad. Call power. Assassinate.
Some darker arts.
Good.
Yes.
I'll show you the essence of truth.
Electricity's no good against them. That's the last thing we need.
I won't hold back. Ah! Two remaining.
One for the captain.
That's the spirit.
Let's keep it going. Wind should solve this. Let's
No
blow
holding
them
back.
away.
Ah! One
Got
left.
one.
I
Great
stand
job.
ready.
If I say so myself.
Sword master. Not now. With blade in hand. Oh, mystic purge! This is nothing.
Here comes the counter.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's pounding.
Hulkenberg's fighting her anxiety. Keep the enemies off her.
Rancor.
Okay, so we do need piercing
Great
attacks.
work, everyone. Well, I hope we've seen the last of them.
We should have been able to take those guys down with like no problem like this. Yeah, we didn't have to get into a fight that cost us some health.
On your toes, everyone.
Exemplary.
We definitely got to get this guy before he turns on us. Yeah, we're still super powerful. We can roll through these dungeons, no problem.
How's that?
I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it.
And that's why now
What now?
I'll be like if this is the case, we're gonna make some money off of this. So I'm switching back to my merchant, because then at least we'll be able to get some money, extra money.
That's...
What now?
Very impressive.
I knew I could count on you.
Push through.
I don't see any more. I think we're safe. That should come in.
Well, now we've at least been able to say we're at the Dragon Temple,
No
like the
way.
video describes.
I must. What can I do?
What's up?
Okay, so let's go. Check. Check this out.
I see.
If so, this.
Hmm.
Okay, we're on the wrong path. Oh, it's bright down here.
If you see use for it, I shall take it with you.
All right. How's that?
Exemplary.
I think we're in the clear.
Yeah, man, we're still so freaking powerful. It's crazy. We're just gonna roll. I say that now, and then we all of a sudden get our ass handed to us, but...
Let's push through.
I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Oh.
This is bad. They're on test.
Our immediate
Oh,
vicinity
fucker.
is secure. We should be safe.
He blew up. I haven't had one of those blow up on me in a while.
They saw us! I think that's all of them.
Takes a bit of a hit to take him, like 3 slashes it looks like, but...
What an incredible find.
I had
What
not
is this?
expected that.
Paladin's Mace. A holy mace imbued with healing magic. Oh, nobody's a healer, unfortunately. Surprised they don't let you use the... You need to go. It was a pleasant... Yeah, take care, man. I don't know if you're still here. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Should have. Oh.
However,
No.
All right, how's that? Good one. What now?
Honestly, even he should still be a master, because then he can get more XP. I shouldn't. Everybody's an expert at whatever they're in, right? Okay.
Come on!
That could come in handy. Pocket it.
They're gone. The danger is behind us.
That should come in handy.
Oh wow, still no good, huh? All right.
A nice find. Add it to the collection.
Doesn't it seem like... what the...
Hey.
However,
Hold up, folks. I'll be right back. All right.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use.
Finding a bunch of stuff. Huh. There's a rock back there we didn't look at, though. Gotta get back to it somehow. Oh shit.
What?
Okay. I thought we were about to be in a fight. How do we get... No, we want to get. Let's go to our left.
We're spotted. Blades at the ready.
I don't see any more. I think we're safe.
There's the rock. Okay. I think we're going the right direction. Oh, shit. Maybe not. Not even maybe. It literally tells you by the darkness. Up, up, up. Over past this, I'm assuming.
We're spotted. Blades at the ready.
Looks like we're safe for now.
This looks valuable.
Look at the quality.
What now? What now?
Can we not go down these stairs, right? So how... Alright. Guess these stairs must be fine. Nope. Interesting.
This is bad. They're on to us. I think we're in the clear.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
What now? All right. How's that?
Find. Add it to the collection.
Come on.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Let's push through.
Exemplary.
Come on.
That should come in handy. Pocket it. Hey, you...
There's not a lot of... Well, let's see if we can go down here. Okay, not there. That's actually heading towards the actual thing, so let's try to find...
Indeed.
Look.
Oh.
That might be of use later.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Oh, we're definitely, like, mapping this place out. Okay, we know we can get down this way. Okay. It's hurting us, so...
A nice find.
Hey, maybe there's something to do here.
Let's push through.
I knew I could count on
How's
you.
that? Let's push through.
Very impressive.
This is...
Hey,
No.
Worshipped as gods. Oh, okay, so like, yeah, it's like the Sanctism Church wants you to believe in one God when there are many in this world.
oh yeah?
Whatever you call it, I call it a crutch.
We're respawning!
Victory. Whoa.
Oh.
What now?
We're really close for him to be able to get to General. Why is that important? Well,
What now?
getting him to General means once we level him up to level 15 on General, we can finally go back to Moore, who is waiting for us. And why? Because at level 6... Yes, it gets... what we're trying to do is get to Soul Hacker. And then we can increase the archetype stat bonuses and archetype stat bonuses by 3 while channeling it. So... we can't get through there. Alright. Getting closer. Oh. Oh. Whoa, okay. Okay, okay. How do we get down there? We might have to go up and around. Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Wow. All right.
We've been spotted. On your guard.
Come on and fight us up here. Come on.
Our immediate vicinity is secure. We should be safe.
Crackers.
They've noticed us.
A nice find. Add it to the collection.
What now?
All right.
Power to wield.
Heartbreak stratagem negates one enemy's repel magic and repels physical attacks. Okay, it's actually good for this. Now we got to go to archetypes. Click on that. Now we can study the general.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah. A new ability.
Okay, so we got okay, it increases all attacks. We got 2 skill sets slots. Icy Strike at level 2, Ice Dodge, Shelter Formation, moves all allies to the back row and increases their defense for 2 ranks for 3 turns. We've got that already. Deals medium magic almighty damage. Frigid Fortress Tactic. Deals heavy magic ice damage to one enemy. Yeah, we're not switching to him just yet. But we have mastered this, so we're going to switch to Commander.
Watch out! We've been spotted! Well,
I hit the button so hard all the time that I go into the dialogue. How the hell did we get down there? It's gotta be like one of these early... Oh, for fuck's sake. The novelty of this maze is worn off.
They've noticed us.
I think that's all of them.
Fucking A. What the hell, man? Oh, finally.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Come on! Very impressive.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
All right. How's that? Let's push through. All right. How's that? Come on. Could be useful.
Nice.
All right. How's that?
Yeah, nice work.
Sweet is what I call it.
Look.
But
Does this mean?
Does this mean nothing? It means nothing, lady.
Yeah.
Oh, none of these guys want to come alive and fight? Come on. I want to fight. Okay, time to go down there. Have we... Looks like we've gotten everything.
What? There's someone here.
It's you. I believe we met at the spring? My name is Euphazia. I am priestess of the dragon god, but you may call me Eupha, if it pleases you.
I'm gonna call you Rita.
You seem largely unscathed. You have hidden yourself well, priestess. This place is devoid of monsters. Almost uncannily so.
I sought the room least affected by Magla. We of the Mustari are blessed with a third eye that can see magic's flow. But
My third
more
eye.
importantly, why are you here?
Denny asked us to help you.
Eye.
We're here in the stead of the island soldiers.
So my brother is safe. Thank goodness. Then I trust your word. Please, help me complete the ritual for the island.
Wait, girl. We want no part of this sacrifice. We're here to take you back.
'Twas your brother's own behest. If you doubt us, then you may seek your answers from him.
My brother would have you stop me. But why?
This is so crazy to think he doesn't want his sister to die.
But what happens if I return? The island's Magla royals. Our people are tormented by horrors from the sea. Even our herds are being driven to madness. The chaos must be quelled. And if I stand as sacrifice, no one else will need to.
A fire burns in you, girl. It's a valor any knight would be proud to wield. And I should know. But if you're to risk your life, shouldn't it be for something certain?
Is all this really happening because of that dragon god?
What? But the perils that grip the island, they are born of the same magic that floods this temple.
We've seen the same phenomenon across the nations. This affliction isn't isolated to your islands.
Even so, surely...
How about this then? We'll get you safely to the altar, and see what we can figure out there. You know where it is, don't you?
Well, yes.
Let's see what's really going on back there for ourselves. We've got business with this lance of yours too.
She's right. No point in stopping here. Is that okay, Captain? We'll protect you.
Yes. When we leave this island, we will do so together.
What do you want with Dracotios? No. Whatever your answer, it hardly matters for the sacrifice. I will trust all of you as envoys of my brother. Besides, my third eye sees the flow of Magla keenly.
Now in my third eye.
There is something unusual about the Magla in your wake.
I
It
can't even
brings to
remember if
mind
that's the right word.
descriptions of the heroes of old.
Are you talking about archetypes?
Then we must not disgrace their legacy. Let us proceed with all due care.
Then...
Indeed.
Hey!
Indeed.
Whoa.
Whew.
Come on. Sorry, I'm fooling around on something. Alright, here we go.
It's all clear.
Time to go!
Okay.
Let's push through! All right, how's that?
I knew you could do it. That should come in handy. Pocket it.
Right here.
Damn it.
There they go.
Shit, couldn't get close enough. Fuck you.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Just take it.
I can't believe...
Hey.
This?
Very well.
Not bad. I'm sure you'll find a use for it.
Let's stash that somewhere safe. What now?
All right.
What now?
33 plus 7, 32 plus 7, 30 plus 7, 32 plus 10, 28 plus... Oh my gosh. We are sick.
Come on!
Yeah, nice work.
Indeed.
Hey.
Let us continue forth.
Say,
All right, how's that?
Good one.
Come on!
I knew you could do it.
Down, down, down you go. Nowhere to stop.
Hey! I mean to say,
As you fall, hear me call.
Got it.
No, no, no. Wow, man. Pulling out some They Might Be Giants shit.
What?
Huh?
surely.
The Draken Grace Shinjuku, the remnants of an ancient civilization. My people refer to it as the Lost City. What?
Please, have a look.
Wow. This is wild.
Let's go.
It's our world. Amazeballs.
On your toes, everyone. That's all of them. Yes?
It's like the fucking Last of Us. Like there's a civilization like built, like our civilization. Their civilization's built on top of ours. Or a version of Earth or whatever. This is good. I love it so much. I like it a lot. But I've been playing for a really long time, so this is a good place for me to pause and do some other stuff for a little while. So we're gonna make a record. And we are out. We'll be back later, folks.